3.
Talk, Robert.
Say that again.
Oh yeah, we're good.
No.
No, you want us to?
What is up,
Yeah, that would be
YouTube?
awesome.
We're back to booth coverage, but we are not with SCRA. We were with a different league right now, the WOTEL Esports League. Shout out them for picking us up for tonight. They needed an announcer or a streamer, if you will. We're coming straight to you from the heat races, though. Short notice, but we are here. We have Mike Augustine leading us off in this one. Tyler Bickford to the outside pole. Blake Dawson in third. Dustin Sargent in fourth. Aiden Thornberry fifth. Then we're going to have Alexander Boss in sixth. AJ Hoffbeck in seventh. Adrian Featherston in eighth. And Eddie Holden Jr. rounding out the field in this one.
Heck yeah, Johnny. Glad to join you. We're also joined here with another friend, Alex. Oh, he just left, but Alex Robinson is also here, our third streamer, or third announcer. We're gonna have 3 streamers in the booth tonight, Johnny. Got any thoughts before this heat race goes green?
What was that, Robert? I'm sorry.
Got any thoughts? Got any thoughts before this heat race goes green?
Nothing too much. We're just gonna look to see some pretty good racing here tonight. We're gonna keep the ignorance not there. We're gonna keep it pretty professional tonight, and we're gonna have a good time as we're green.
Mike Augustine takes the lead early on here. We got Tyler Bickford, very familiar with him, right off the hot side, and it looks like to the bottom early on here, Blake Dawson comes back up top, and almost 3 wide there for 4th place there, or 3rd place on back.
They are 4 and 3 wide. I am sorry for being a little inattentive. I'm trying to make sure everything is set up right tonight. I didn't really have the time to go through and, make sure everything was good. So we are doing that right now, as we're going to have Augustine with the lead in this one. Bickford holding down second.
1 second, I'm going to pull up the stream, make sure everything's correct as well. And while I do that, Alex Robinson is also here to join us. Hello, Alex.
Yeah, what are you stream in Discord for me then?
I got you, hold on.
Appreciate it.
Field kind of singled out right now. Everybody just looking to pull the top. I don't know the details on this race, honestly, how many did they pull or if they pull everybody.
3 to the feature.
3 to the feature. So Augustine
right
Bickford and Dustin Sargent looking to just cruise this one out to the feature.
Now, I know Tyler Bickford really well, and I do not think he's a pretty active sprint car driver, but running second for him, great run for him in that 07 team.
Great run so far for Bicky. But Dustin Sargent is closing the gap on him, it seems.
Yeah, he looks like he had something in the bottom
With a
there.
cut down, looking to make it happen. But we're going to be coming to the checker. It's going to be Mike Augustine, Tyler Bickford, and Dustin Sargent to the main out of this one. Blake Dawson, your first car out.
He seems like we only have 2 heat races here tonight. And Johnny, would you like to announce the grid?
I will get to the grid when it allows me to. We're going to have Steven Metcalf rolling us off in this one. Ethan Green going to be rolling off outside pole. Nate Wemhoff, a familiar face in the booth, going to be rolling off P3 in this one. Zachary Martin to his outside. Behind them, we got Eddie Farnes in 5th. Zachary Good to his outside in 6th. Brady King 7th. Hayden Jones 8th. And then we're going to have Julia Sanders rolling off in 9th. And I don't know if Russell Berry made the grid.
Nate Wemhoff here, P3. I'm pretty familiar with him. Me and him go back years and years behind, and he was a sprint car guy, at least I remember from Woo. So, him, he's trying to follow in his teammates' footsteps and hopefully get up forwards towards the lead and hopefully get a transfer out of this heat race.
Looking to make some moves and make some shaking happen.
Not really too sure entirely what's happened with the grid, but
I don't know if these fellas are... I'm not really too sure. Maybe there's something from race control that we cannot hear. Speaking of that, let me do myself a favor. And turn off the voice chat. That way, because I forgot to.
hold on, I'm gonna turn off the...
Jesus
Other than that, Johnny,
Christ.
we're almost green here. Pace truck, lights are off, and Steven Metcalf has the control, and we are...
We are
Great
off
flag
in
here.
this one in that RTB machine with a great jump from Mr. Metcalf. We're going to have Wim Hof straight to the bottom into that P2 position off the start. We're going to... That one's coming back, though, Robert. That one is not flying here.
I'm trying to see if a car wrecked, and I don't see any in trouble so far.
I don't believe that. I just don't think that they were happy with the start. So we're going to pull that one back and go ahead and get it all fixed up.
But Nate Wemhoff there had a good restart there. Absolute bub job off in turn 1 and 2. See if he has anything for that Steven Metcalf machine.
Early on in this race, you got to imagine Wim Hof actually was not wanting to see that yellow. He was already up in the P2 looking to close the gap on Mr. Metcalf. Robert, when we come and do these other leagues, it always takes me a minute to get familiar with the group. You know, when we do SCRA, we always have it down to a T. It's nice to see some new faces and some ones that we already recognize.
Johnny, I don't know yet. I don't know who he is yet, but there is a new booth favorite in this heat race. And we are green flag Metcalf. What another good jump there.
What a great jump. Also, it's just like we hit replay, Robert. Wim Hof back up into second on the start. Ethan Green with the crossover. Ethan Green is inside. These boys are throwing sliders for second and third.
Ethan Green up the... staying at P3, I guess, and another swip around there.
They keep sliding. Zachary Martin slowly but surely is closing this gap. He blinks out for a quick second there. They are throwing them, and they're waiting for somebody to catch it. As Zachary Martin to the outside of Wim Hof for that final transfer spot. Wim Hof back to the bottom. Gonna slide back up in front of Martin. Robert, I got no clue how these things race. I got no clue what they are. I'm not a sprint car guy, but so far this one's been really entertaining for that final transfer.
far as I know, from my 360 experience here, Eldora, maybe a little bit different for the 410s, but it's really throw the nuts over the shoulder and let that thing hang off the right rear off the wall. And so far, it looks like exactly like that. Just let it sing off the wall and just let it go. And
Just
Metcalf,
keep
Ethan
that
Green.
thing straight and let her eat, if you will.
And we'll see if his slider, Ethan Green, throws one. Ooh, does a
Ethan
full commit.
Green,
Metcalf holds on.
doesn't clear. It's going to be Metcalf, Green, and Wemhoff. You're 3 to the main out of this heat race.
So far, 2 heats, both 2 Pro Series drivers winning the heat races, Metcalf and Augustine. They'll share the front row here for the A main. As speaking of which, 20 car A main coming up right up. Let's get the LCQs. Johnny, you ready?
That
Oh no,
is
warm up. My
good by me. I don't believe that we're doing heat race interviews here. We didn't set all that up, but we are. A link for scoring.
Johnny, do you have a timing and scoring link? By any chance?
What do you mean by that?
Like the scoring link that you put in the stream. Alex wants one. I just seen your message, Alex. My apologies.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I just need to copy the one that I have.
Yeah. And I'll just forward it to him.
You're good. I was just like, I'm not used to this. I'm timing and scoring.
All right. Hello, Alex. How you been, buddy?
So I copied
Loading
the
up
URL.
2 computers right now, like old. Oh, it's been a while.
I sent you the URL from the thingy, the overlay piece. I don't know if that's what you're. I'm not gonna lie, Alex. I'm not the best at when it comes to this.
Yeah, see, we heard your resume. Seems like you're the professional here, buddy. You can just take over the helms if you want to.
Do not call me a professional at all.
Buddy, your resume made ours look kind of childish. So I mean, buddy, feel free at any point to just take it over.
There's no big resume here. It's just I'm here.
Heck yeah, buddy.
I will never say my resume is massively big.
Not massive, but it's a pretty decent size.
Speaking of which, right now I'm looking at the Mike Augustine number. I believe that's 19. Maybe a little different on his card. Yes, there's 19. That's Selena Truck Shop machine here. P2 currently in warm-ups. He starts on that P1 position in the A main. Johnny, any expectations for Mike Augustine early on in his feature, or do you think someone from the deeper in the pack can make a run for his money?
Now, I know Augustine, that man can sure drive, but so can a lot of these other people in here. So I believe Augustine has a great chance if he can keep it straight, keep his nose clean, and just do what he has to do. I believe he has a great chance, but to be honest, Robert, this is anybody's race.
Looking deeper in the pack, P13 starts P13 in the feature, the 18 of Adrian Featherston. I ran asphalt with this guy for practically a year, and he's really quick on asphalt. So see if that translates over to the dirt side, and see if he can wheel that 410 sprint car around Eldora Speedway. Speaking of which, Eldora Speedway, do you think Tony paid the firework bill here tonight, and will we see fireworks tonight, Johnny?
I sure hope we do, Robert. Fireworks are always a great thing, especially when the 410s roll into town. You would imagine we would have some.
Every time I pull up the Eldora Speedway, I don't really mind much for the racing. It's the fireworks that really put on the show for me. I like to sit outside turn 4 with Kelly Howard in a bush and just watch the fireworks show.
That is very fair. They're so enjoyable. I don't know who wouldn't want to sit there and look, especially when Tony pays for the little extras that he gets. Man, you just can't beat it.
All right, and we're about to find out soon if he paid for the fireworks, because we're gridded up. Johnny, take us away with the grid.
I apologize to everybody who doesn't see their name. I have not figured out the whole scenario here. Eddie Holden Jr. Eddie Farnes gonna be rolling us off from P18 in this one. We're gonna have Eddie Holden Jr. to his inside. Then you're gonna have Miss Julia Sanders. I'm not too sure. AJ Hoffbeck 15th. We're gonna have Hayden Jones to his outside in front of him, 14th. His inside, Adrian Featherston. Zachary Good, P12. Aiden Thornberry in 11th. We're going to have Brady King, first car inside that top 10. Alexander Boss in 9th. Zachary Martin, row 4 outside, going to be in P8. We're going to have, so his inside, Mr. Blake Dawson. Nate Wimhoff outside of row 3 with Dustin Sargent to his inside. It's going to be Ethan Green to the outside of row 2, and the first car inside the top 3 is going to be Mr. Bickey. We're going to have Stephen Metcalf on the outside pole of this one, and leading us off to green is Mr. Mike Augustine.
I know we don't like to show any bias in the booth, but Johnny, any early favorites that stick out to you, or you think this can be anybody's race?
I always say, even in SCRA, I'd love to see Wim Hof do great things. So, I'm not going to say early favorite to win, but you can't hate Wim Hof. I mean, you just can't hate him.
All right, looks like we're doing a 3-wide salute. Alex, you want to take us away on the 4-wide salute?
Oh, Lord. You're trying to throw me under the bus. I don't even know if I have it anymore. Hold on. I should have it somewhere. I don't. Crap. I can't even find my old 4-wide salute for this. Crap.
Still got time. Still forming up a little bit.
Good, great. Oh. From 2023, we're going to go with it. At this point, wait, let me do the math. That's about 8 years ago now. And it was formed. Yeah, I'm a little thrown under the bus here. Oh, that's late model 1-2. Huh. I don't have it.
Don't have it? Well, anyways, they're on forming now, so...
you wanted the
it's
best.
all right,
You got him 4 wide. Nobody else can do it.
That is copyrighted.
It isn't actually.
I learned very quickly as a young announcer. That is copyrighted.
Oh, God. You wanted the... No, I'm not going to say that.
You wanted them. You got them. They're 4 wide, and some of them are handsome. Some of them are not. You figure it out.
And I think we're 1 to green this time by, or maybe.
I'm copyrighting my last 4 wide statement. That's mine.
We got a packed crowd here at Eldora Speedway. It is daytime, but it does not matter here. The electricity is the same, Johnny. I think the paint truck lights are off. I believe so.
They
and
are
I believe they're
off.
going this time by. We got Augustine and Metcalf on the front row. They're ready to duel it out. We got a lot of hungry drivers behind them, 18 to be exact, 20 in total. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go green here in just any moments.
Robert, the pace
Nope,
car is
one more
still
lap.
on the track.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
No, trust me. If this feature event goes and there's a caution and we gotta go green, white, checkered at the end, I'm gonna get text messages. Pure tradition that every time I show up to a World of Thunder event, there is a green, white, checkered.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, goodness. So we're going to see what's right is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's
Don't
pretty
you
much
wish
put
that
it
on
on.
me.
Put that bet on
Don't you
Calci.
wish
It will
that
be a
on
green white checker tonight. As we're about to go green flag here, and Mike
We're
Augustine
off.
takes the lead.
Early jump from Augustine, but a great start nonetheless.
No fireworks. I am pissed.
Tony did not put that in the budget.
But that's okay. We're green here, as it looks like Sargent already looks up to go up. I think 3 spots already off the start. Goes up to P3 from P5. 2 starts.
Hold
My
on.
apologies.
The scoring is a little bugged out. Hold on. Let it fix itself. I do know Mike Augustine is in the lead, though. And Stephen
we're down
Metcalf
2
is behind him.
Oh, Pickford in the wall. Gets a little trouble. They get punched up behind him. Still green. They all keep it safe. Wow, good driving there. And it looks like the top 4-ish are already coming away at somebody without a wing. That is Julia Sanders trying to pull it into the pit road. That's okay, but they're just swapping spots here from like...
They are 3 wide. Nobody's settling. Everybody's moving. A bunch of movers and shakers throughout this one. Besides your top 2 here, just kind of checked out.
Kind of hairy there with Brady King, Wim Hof, and Hayden Jones there. 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Someone else went over, but they all keep it clean and green. So far, this has been an exciting race.
Wim Hof with a slider.
As the caution flag has came out. Can't really see what it's for. Might be for debris.
I don't see anybody that is junk, so we are going to go with the debris caution. Mike Augustine, just so solid on the initial start. Got a great gap and just kept doing what he had to do and made it happen.
Now, this is a 30-lap feature, so this 30 laps at a 410 just goes by quick, especially out, or even at Eldora Speedway, almost a half-mile track. Johnny, do you think Stephen Metcalf might save the first 10, or do you think saving is just a non-factor in 30
I
laps?
don't think. Yeah, I think in 30 laps, these guys are not worried about saving at all. They're just gonna, go ahead and make it happen. Do what they got to do. Get where they can get. And just look to maximize their potential to win.
And already, like I said early on in the race, Dustin Sargent already up 2 spots here in P3 off that restart, and really didn't make too much of an attempt to go in, and Julian Sanders was given an EUL there. Might have been a caution where a guy trying to come off the track or come back on just stopped, and that's where the caution came off. So
That
might have been
is
that issue there.
true.
And it looks like hard luck reward so far going to Mr. Bickford, down I think 7 spots from the start. I know he was in the wall alpha 3 and 4 on the first lap, and that might have got him just freight train from the bottom. Bickford already bunching up here.
Bickford probably wishing that he was in a UMP right now.
Exactly. As pace truck lights are off, I believe we should be going this time by. I don't want to jinx myself.
Lots of movers and shakers throughout the field, though, Robert. You got Brady King up 4 positions from the start in that P6 position.
Looks like pretty easy to pass. I know with some fender cars. And we're green flag. Mike Augustine takes the lead. Another great jump from Mike Augustine there. Metcalf pile in a second, and behind him is just a whole hornet's nest there. And it looks like 4 wide.
They're 4 wide. Somebody got collected. They're wrecking.
Oh!
Huge pile up. Oh my goodness!
We got our own version of the Eldora pile up there in 3 and 4, and we gotta wind that back and see what happened there.
I couldn't remember who exactly it was on, but I do have a car that was close in the area.
Brian Dawson, Wimhoff?
Blake Dawson he was up there, and then
a little sideways.
it looks like he hit the wall by himself. But let me go back
sideways
and watch.
Coming off the 2, maybe a little net code, 3 wide there, and then Wimhoff got turned around by King.
There's a very good chance that net code. No, they got together, Wimhoff and the other car, just kind of sending the field into, a big pile up, nowhere to go. You're moving so fast, you can't just turn out the way that quick.
It was just a lot of this micro incidents that caused the big one, and that just seems like a pretty common theme here at Eldora Speedway. Don't think anything was intentional there. Nothing really bonehead move there, and just a few cars got together and just all up happens.
Room ran slim.
Yeah, surprising with Eldora Speedway, one of the widest, biggest tracks on dirt here on the sim, and still it seems like drivers try to use up every inch of the racetrack and causes incidents like that. I mean, happens all too often, and that's just part of racing.
It's just absolutely people driving their hearts out, racing hard as they possibly can.
I definitely didn't just go back and watch that and just continue to watch it. I can tell you what happened.
All right, Alex, we'll leave it up to the professional. What do you think happened there, Alex?
The one in the wall, that had nothing to do with the caution to begin with.
Yeah, no, it was a spin out on the back.
So
back stretch.
We go 3 wide, hop a right. Let me look before I say right rear. I think it was right front. Yes, hop the right front, and basically Calamity Corner happens out of that one.
Yes, sir. Indeed, 4
So
there.
I wouldn't force it that wide, that early in a race, but
we're back green.
Good news is
another good jump.
Here comes Metcalf on the bottom.
To the bottom. Just you can see that run you get off of that top. But here we got Sargent with a slider on Metcalf. And it's going to stick.
As he goes back to the bottom of 1 and 2 there, a little micro slider line there. And Metcalf and Boss there in third and fourth there, as we're running a little bit lower line in 3 and 4 that we have been seeing. See if Sargent has anything for Mike Augustine, as he looks like to be smooth and 70 up there.
Sargent is a man on a mission, running a different line with 3 and 4 than your leader.
Another
Where it doesn't
caution
matter
line.
though, because we are going to have a yellow on the track.
Hayden Jones around in 1 and 2, and well, I could tell you, it looks like it was just got into the wall, got a little loose, and just, yeah, collected a few other drivers there.
Hayden Jones definitely just hit that wall in the front stretch and all over. Oh, he turned back down the hill and collected a car.
I've never driven a car on dirt, and I especially never drove a 410 sprint car, but I have heard that driving one of these things is like holding a rattlesnake in your hands, and these cars seems pretty easy to get out of control real quick. So it might have been a situation where just caught wheels, just left them, and just got around and collected it to be other drivers.
He just could not catch it in time.
Now, Dustin Sargent, I think this is what the caution he wanted to see after making that pass for second. It's Mike Augustine exactly where you want some there on the restart. But Mike Augustine's been really good, especially on these restarts. And oh, Dustin Sargent disconnects.
Oh, unlucky break for Mr. Sargent, as he looked to be a man on a mission.
Motor issues for Mr. Sargent gives him a DNF here. Unfortunate circumstances for Sargent. It looked like to be one of the biggest chargers for Mike Augustine. As we're going to go green, I believe, this time by. And nope, pace truck lights are still on. Nope, no, they're off. They're off.
They're off. We're green. Augustine, another good jump.
Yes, sir, indeed. Metcalf pile up right next. And Alexander Boss kind of been a little silent there, picking up spots here and there, and puts himself in a nice podium position at the moment. You got Zachary Good and Zachary Martin. The Zachary clan, I guess you want to call it, in third, fourth, and fifth.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. We have another yellow, though, which I do know.
Oh, a car flipped over. Oh, hold on. This might have started in 3 and 4 with Thornberry, and Green. Yeah, it just looks like Thornberry gets up into Green and then just hook together, and they both go flipping.
Yep, just kind of closed the gap a bit too much, and then T-Bone Powell drove them all the way to that wall. Now they're racing 410 wingless.
Heck yeah, honestly, shout out to the wingless sprint cars. Fun to drive.
Shout out the wingless.
Yeah, I pulled up the stream to watch it from your point of view, and this got hooked together, kind of just like trying to make a mini sprint there.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you're not lying.
And I think the late models are at ELDORA. Correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny. Up next, but stick around after this feature as we're going to the super late models. I believe also at ELDORA.
I believe that rolls off at 9 p.m.
About
Eastern.
40 minutes from now. So we might take a short break and probably end the stream.
Short break.
No, I am wrong, Johnny. Are you ready for the track? We are going to Lima Land Motorsports Park for the super late models. That will be a show.
That is going to be something great to see. We're back green, though, and Augustine said, "I'll see you later." No, he won't, though. Metcalf is right on his back bumper.
Might be the best charge so far in this feature. It's Metcalf.
Metcalf with a slider. Augustine with a quick crossover.
As Boss there, I mean, just trying to stay at a respectful distance there. Really, top three broken away from the rest of the pack. That is Zachary Good, Brady King, and Zachary Martin. And it looks like Zachary Good kind of hit the wall there and shifted back. But as the top three closes in, about halfway point of this race, Johnny, Mike Augustine controlling the helm. Do you think he continues this?
If Mike can keep that thing moving and he doesn't slip up, because if he slips up, Mr. Metcalf will be there. An absolute
Yes,
great race so far, though, from this front part of the pack. Overall, actually, the whole pack, fairly good. Only a few cautions. You know, these open wheel cars tend to be super easy to have
As
cautions
the
with.
leaders look to come across the light traffic, that is AJ Hoffbeck and P15. He's rolling around. Hopefully, he gets out the leaders' way, and it looks like he does there. Gives the leaders the top, and yeah, they're going to go around Mr. Hoffbeck.
The
Respectful
leaders
there.
cruising
Nice
and
sportsmanship.
rolling. Bickford, after his late race fall off, back to, I believe, 10th. He is back up to 7th. Zachary Martin rolling 6th. Blake Dawson cruising the bottom. The only car on the bottom. Well, no, there's another now, but not seeing many other people try that bottom out.
Seems like a few drivers behind him are following the footsteps of Dawson, as he is kind of moving on the bottom, separating himself from the pack behind him, really all by himself there. As we go up to the field, Brady King also all by himself, and
Huge
Boss
slider.
as Augustine more lap traffic ahead as he separates himself from Metcalf, and Alexander Boss kind of getting himself closer to Metcalf. Maybe he can put a charge up for that second spot here with about 9 laps to go.
You gotta wonder if after those few sliders him and Augustine threw, he just couldn't get himself back in that same groove he was in.
Yes, sir, indeed, as Alexander or Augustine is trying to put himself through this lap traffic. Almost scary there from Aiden Holden.
Scary.
Russell Berry there running the bottom line of the all-black sprint car. No sponsors. If it's running the P12, almost our top 10 here at Eldora Speedway. If anybody wants to sponsor that 84 machine, hit them up.
Russell Berry, the booth wants to be on your wing. Please contact us and we will make it happen.
As Metcalf putting himself through that same traffic here, and same thing with Bost and Brady King all by himself. Is still, he has pretty much a whole straightaway all to himself.
These fellas are just spaced out now, kind of where they're going to be for the most part.
Caution flag is out, and that looks to believe it'd be Hoffbeck. Stopped. Oh, another car unrelated to the incident is just flipping down the backstretch. That's Zachary Good.
Zachary Good, I believe, was just running in a pretty not terrible spot.
P10, and holy cow, he flipped the shit ton.
Looks like that lap car top changed his trajectory, and he just, you know, didn't judge it the best and just got into that wall. This could get interesting as we are bunched back up.
Now, this isn't entirely a green-white checkered, Alex, so hopefully this is a good mojo, as we're going to have a restart with about 5 laps to go. Augustine, Metcalf, and Boss is your top 3 there. Right behind them, we got the Brady King and Ethan Good out. Ethan Good back up to top 5. I believe he was involved in 2 different incidents today already.
Shout out him, Mike Augustine. You gotta imagine he was not wanting to see that yellow.
Yeah, he was putting himself nicely through that lap traffic and put himself up to a nice quality lead here. And Metcalf has one more shot, really. I think if he doesn't get it here, I think Augustine can run away with it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go all or nothing here just to try to make a move happen, or pray to God that Augustine slips up a bit.
All right, I believe we are going this time by. Actually, not entirely sure. Hold on, let me check.
I want to say
truck lights are off. Base truck lights are off, so we are going this time by. Flagman gets the green flag in hand. We got about less than 5 laps to go here. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get on your feet. Get ready for the 410 sprint cars here at Eldora Speedway with a final shoot-down between Mike Augustine and Metcalf. We are green flag here at Eldora Speedway.
Augustine just doing a great job on these restarts to get a little space in between him and Metcalf.
Yes, sir, indeed. And that's probably what Augustine needed. But actually, Metcalf, kind of a solid line there in 3 and 4 there.
He closed the gap just a
little
bit.
bit. Does Metcalf have anything here on these closing laps as Augustine controlled pretty much all night? Quick time in qualifying, won his heat race by pretty convincingly and pretty dominant here in this feature. Really no uncontested from Boss and King behind.
This is going to come down to your leaders as Metcalf is closing that gap. It's smaller and smaller as we're coming to the white flag. One more time around Eldora Speedway. 2 more corners when they get on this backstretch. We're going to see if Metcalf can make a move. Augustine going to block the slide, or Metcalf going to slide up way high. It's going to be Augustine, Metcalf, Alexander Boss, your top 3. Brady King, Ethan Green, Tyler Bickford, Blake Dawson, Nate Wimhoff, Zachary Martin, and Eddie Farnes going to round out your top 10 in this one.
Yes,
Robert,
sir,
only one spot outside of the top 10 sponsor list. Russell Berry. Shout out Russell.
Yeah, up 9 spots from his original starting spot. Didn't finish not down, but that could be a nice paycheck for that small team there. Russell Berry, man, what a drive!
What a drive from the small team and the driver there.
We are doing
I
interviews, by the
do
way. Top 3.
believe, is it top 3?
Yes, I see Augustine and Metcalf. Yep, and there's Boss. We want to start with P3?
We sure do.
All right, I believe I can drag, and we're going to start with Boss. Hello, Alexander Boss. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, great run there. P3, man, didn't really have much for the top 2, but that's okay, man. Come here, P3, and pretty stout competition here. How are you feeling after that finish?
Oh, not too bad. I mean, definitely got to be a pretty rough track. Got slick as all could be up top. It was more just trying to find the grip, maintain momentum, and I was hoping to stay a little closer to the battle up front, but take what you can get.
Yes, sir, indeed. And really, other than that, man, you ran a really good race. Got any questions, Johnny?
No, not really, Alex. You did a great job of just maintaining what you did, keeping your nose clean, and ultimately being there when it mattered for that final podium position. Great run tonight, buddy. We're
Anybody
proud
like
of
to take the
you
floor?
from DeBoof.
Yes, sir. 9-3. Yeah, that's a pretty solid run. Anybody want to think on that 128?
Yeah, guys at Infamous, y'all for broadcasting, admin for hosting, and yeah, that'd be about it.
All right, great run, Alexander Boss. Hope to see you in the Super Lates here in about a half hour. Catch you, buddy.
Yeah, take
Oh, damn it.
He
Yeah.
did say
All
thank
right.
you, though.
Metcalf, do you got a copy?
What's up, guys? How are you?
There we go. P2 there. Seemed like he rolled around the top 3 all night long and it ultimately ended up P2 there. Late race charge there. Do you think you needed just a little bit more time, or did you think, or what was your strategy going into this race first off? Let's ask that.
Honestly, just came in here first night of WOTEL. Never ran WOTEL before, and it's always been posted on Discord. So I decided to join in tonight. So came in just to have some fun, and just to get some laps in on a Sunday night. But we're just gonna cut to the chase. I should have put a restrictor in to not wheel spin the whole race. Otherwise, I think I would have had enough time in the 25 and the 30 laps to get Augie if I had a restrictor. But with running out of time, I think I had I'd say no more than 3 laps, and I probably would have had him.
With that late race caution, we knew that you probably had one final shot on that restart to get Augustine, and I feel like you did really the best you probably could have in that situation there, as Augustine seemed like they had the restarts on lock there, but you had a late charge there with a couple laps to go, and man, you had that thing rolling. Anybody you like to think on that 70?
I'd like to thank RTB Setups, RTB Setups. Use code HS for 10% off weekly setups. Metcalf Media, Horizon Sim Sports, Jones Unlimited Construction, and that's all I got for everybody.
Thank you, Steven. I see you all the time, and you're probably one of the fastest in the game, so glad to see you run well here tonight, and hopefully we see you more often.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hopping on it for the streaming broadcast last minute and broadcasting it for us.
Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We're gonna pull in Mike Augustine here, the inevitable winner. Augustine, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Dominant all night, man. That'll just say the least here. Quick time, and the A main led pretty much every single lap. Quick time in qualifying, won the heat. Man, he had that thing rolling. How do you feel after that performance?
I mean, I'm happy. Yeah, I got the win. I'll be honest that I didn't feel too good there in the feature. I was way too loose. Way too loose. I had to pedal it more than I wanted to. I think I could have made it a slight tighter. I made a change in the warm up thinking it would help, but it made it worse. I couldn't run the top the way I wanted to, so I'm glad that that tacky was down there a little bit off the top. But hey, we got the win still, so yeah.
Even at your worst, you still came out on top, man. Augustine, impressive run. Who would you like to thank on that car?
I gotta give a big thanks to Selena Truck Stop. He's been with me for Sprint Pro for a while. But you'll say Speed Chop, everything Blake, Evan, and Chris have done for me throughout the years. Victory Seats, Sweet Victory, you for the broadcast, and DJ and Steve for putting on the league.
All right, Mikey. Not really much to say after that. Johnny, got any questions for the winner?
No, I do not, Robert. Augustine, great run, even not handling, just put straight belt to the comp. Inspirational run.
Appreciate it, Bubba.
Robert, I do have to say this though.
What's up?
I couldn't help but notice he was sponsored by Selena Truck Stop, and I did notice at one point you were also obtaining that sponsorship. Did he take your spot?
I don't know what happened with that. Honestly, Mike Oxen can have it. He's a better driver than me, anyways. But yeah, it is true. The Div 6 champ almost had a sponsorship, almost with Selena. Not really. Just kind of just fell flat there.
Oh,
But you
now
know
I
what?
remember you. All right, I got it. I was wondering. I was like, what are these guys talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, all right, I get it.
Yeah. Other than that, man, great stream, great race, Augustine.
Thank you,
Hope
brother.
to see you in the late models as well.
Yep, try to go 3 for 3.
Oh, you won the last race too? I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know that. Heck yeah, buddy. All right, good job.
Thank you.
Robert,
All right, yeah.
we are going to take a quick around 30-minute break, more like 25-ish, and then we will have a new stream link posted for everybody to watch. And we will get this thing set up for your super late models here, but for the time being, we're actually going to pop up out of here, and we will see all of you guys soon.
Yeah, in about 20 minutes. Good job.